Hey, what's going on, Scorpios? Butch here. I'm going to do the remainder of May read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to use the Alice in Wonderland Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Scorpios? What's going on for Scorpios for the remainder of May 2023? What's going on for Scorpios? All right, Scorpios. So the first thing I see is I feel like the energy that is around you is someone that you already know. And I feel like with this person, I feel like lately there's been a lot of chaotic energy. I mean, we have that Tower card. I feel like things aren't going to plan. You know, I feel like so far this person, you know, you're kind of waiting for this person to make that offer. But I feel like so far it's been very not enough. You know, I feel like what they're offering you doesn't have, you know, it really doesn't add up to what you've been expecting. You know, I feel like it's very nonchalant and not giving you a lot of security. You know, it's not, they're not trying to lock you up. You know what I mean? I feel like it's very back and forth, and I feel like with this person in general, very back and forth energy, very hot and cold. And I feel like it's very hard to get a gauge on how this person truly feels about you. And because of that, I feel like there's been, like I said, that chaotic energy, a lot of back and forth. You know, I feel like there's a lot of defensive energy around this person, which that's what it seems like. You know, it feels like it's almost like they're there, but not completely. You know, when they're there, they don't really feel like they're completely there. But more so when they're not there, they seem like they're almost non-existent. You know, feeling like maybe you're the only one in this relationship at times. Or anybody, you're the only person that wants this to go forward. Now, what I see with this person is I feel like there's a lot more going on than you may have assumed. You know, I feel like this person is juggling a lot. I feel like they're taking on more than they can handle. You know, I feel like this person is, it's almost like they're doing too much. And they're not leaving enough time for you. You know, I feel like this person has been spending a lot of time in their own head. And I feel like there's a lot of internal struggle going on inside of this person. But what seems to be clear here is it has nothing to do with you. You know, I feel like this is more about stability. I feel like this person, you know, I feel like this person's wrapped up in that stability aspect, and I feel like they're not noticing that they're not giving you enough time. You know what I mean? They're not aware of it. You know, like I said, with this person's very defensive energy, you know, I feel like this person, there's things they're holding back from you. But like I said, I don't feel like how they feel about you is not in jeopardy here. You know, I feel like they want to tell you what's going on, but they keep looking at the negatives instead of the positives, almost feeling like if you knew what was going on, they'd lose you. And that just shows how important you are to them. You know, I feel like with this person, it's almost like shit isn't going right for them. And instead of telling you, which would be the more mature aspect, that'd be the mature route, I feel like this person it's almost like they're keeping it from you. Almost like fearing what you're gonna do with that information. But like I said, as in the relationship, and you know, I feel like you're both on the same page. You know, I feel like you both want the same thing from this. I feel like they know exactly what they want from you, and that's to be with you. But I feel like the truth is harder for them to tell you, because I feel like it's almost like, it reminds me of like when you're a kid, you know, and you break something in your house, and before your parents know, you try to fix it. But they always catch you. At least mine always did, because they always knew there was something up. And it's the same as this. It's like, you know there's something up, but because they're not telling you, I feel like there's times when you assume it's you. You know, you assume the worst here because they're not giving you much to work with. Like I said, I feel like they're juggling way too much here. You know, I mean, as far as you and them, they're not walking away from this. They don't want to walk away from this. You know, they want to be with you. They want to move forward with you. You know, with that Chariot, that Cancer energy, I feel like this person, they do want to be with you. But like I said, I feel like there's a part of them that is having a hard time being completely honest. You know, it's almost like they don't want to tell you they failed at something, or they don't want to tell you that they're failing at something. But like I said, there's this half-assed effort that they seem to be giving you. And I feel like that can be a problem. You know, but with this person, I mean, they want to be the person that you deserve. You know, they want that stability, and that's what they're working on. You know, like I said, it has nothing to do with how they feel about you romantically or emotionally. It has more to do with the fact that I feel like there's still some trust that needs to be established here, because I feel like they're not being honest with you when it's time to be honest. And that's the biggest thing for a lot of people. When we get in a relationship, even though we know we want to be with this person, even though this person makes us happy, the hardest part is being able to be completely honest about the bad things. You know, it's easy to be honest about the good things, but it's the bad things that I feel like is holding this person back. This is what's holding your relationship back. You know, but like I said, this person's they're doing all the work. And they're doing it for you. They're doing it for you and them, for their future, for your future together. I mean, they want to be with you, but right now, they're not giving you a whole lot to hold on to. Now, this person is not a stupid person. You know, I feel like they're catching on to what's going on here. They're seeing things in a different perspective. They're seeing, you know, I feel like they're being able to connect to how you feel more. And I feel like that's going to change a lot here. It's, you know, changing the perspective, realizing that they're keeping you out of the loop. Realizing that in your eyes, you feel like you're being pushed away. And that's not how you treat someone you want to be with. And I feel like because of that, you know, shift in perspective, I feel like this person, I feel like things are going to change. You know, I do feel like this person is going to show up for you. You know, and I feel like a lot of this is based on the fact that this person is trying to protect you. But they're not protecting anybody. They're protecting their own ass. And that's the problem with, like I said, with relationships. A lot of times we feel like we're protecting our partner from something, when all we are is protecting our own pride. You know, I feel like we don't want to look like a failure in front of the person we care about the most, obviously, but we can't let them think the worst either. We can't just go cold. And I feel like that's what they did. And I feel like it wasn't, it didn't help this relationship. I feel like it made this more of a struggle. And like I said, they're taking on more than they can, they bit off more than they could chew. And they're still biting. But like I said, I do feel like they are seeing things in a different perspective. And I feel like that's the reason why things are going to get better. I feel like this person's going to be, I do see this person being honest with you. I mean, I do feel like I said, this person they want to be with you. They want to hold on to you, and they want to hold you, and that's, again, with more of that protection. They feel like they're doing it for you, but honestly, I feel like seeing in a different perspective, they realize what they're actually doing here. They're actually pushing you away rather than pulling you in. But like I said, I feel like them seeing this different perspective is going to bring a lot of balance to the situation. Like I said, with that temperance, that Sagittarius energy. Like I said, they haven't been giving you much to work with as of lately, but I feel like that is about to change. I do see you getting what you want from this person. And I mean, we have the Family card and the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is all about getting getting the things that you desire. And the Ten of Cups is that Family card. I see a lot of happiness coming. And I do feel like this, like I said, I do feel like this person is going to finally step up. But that is the problem. I feel like they're finally going to be honest with you, and I feel like it's going to make a huge difference. And the ripple effect from that is when they realize that they can be honest with you and you're not just going to leave them high and dry. I feel like that opens the door for more honesty. And that's why I see this going a lot further. Like I said, a lot of forward movement with this. They want to move forward with you. I see a lot of happiness. I see you getting what you want. With this person, I mean, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. That's the problem with a lot of relationships, to be honest with you, that I see, is overcoming that fear of being honest. It's like I always tell people. Like, for example, my sister was going out on a date the other day. And she said, she had this shirt on. She said, it looked good. I'm like, it's a nice shirt. But it has like this like pouchy thing in the front. And she said I was wearing that because it covers a little bit of my fat. I'm like, the best thing to do is just go out there and be honest with yourself. Be honest with them. Be comfortable in your own skin. I know that's hard to say sometimes. Trust me, I know. But the thing is, if you put it all out there, if you're you from day one, they can never leave you for not being who you said you were. And like I said, trust is a big thing in a relationship. And if you're holding something back, that's the thing too. I know I'm kind of swirling here, but that's the thing too. When you're in a relationship and you want it to be a meaningful relationship, then you got to be honest from day one. You got to be honest about everything: the good, the bad, the ugly. If they can't handle it, you want to find out sooner than later. And some people are afraid when shit goes wrong to tell their person because they're afraid of looking bad. They're afraid of looking like a failure, and they're afraid that you may leave them. But if that person leaves you because you failed, what did you have to begin with? Now, I'm not saying go out on your first date in a bikini. But I am saying, just be yourself. You want them to want you for you, not who they think you are. And I feel like I've seen a lot of relationships fail because people try to act like there was somebody that they're not. People going out there and finding out what that person likes and trying to accommodate that person. I mean, it's nice if you find out what the person likes and you try it out if you've never tried it, and to see if you like it. That's fine. If you don't like it, be honest. You know, I always laugh at how far people will go to convince somebody that, you know, they're someone that they're not. And then a year down the road, when the real person shows up, they're like, who the hell are you? You're not who I got with. You know, you said you like fishing. You don't even like fish. Oh, man. We all want to find that person. I understand that. You know, I truly do. I understand that. And I've done it. I'm not casting shade on you guys. I've done that. I've found out what girls liked when I was in high school, and I tried to act like I was about that. You know, certain little things. I mean, it really didn't change a lot about myself, but you know, it's like when you go on, like I said about dating. My buddy, he made I said this in a video before, but he made a dating profile. He said, check this out for me. Because of the fact that I do tarot, by the way, FYI, a lot of my friends think they come to me for love advice, relationship advice, stuff like that. But anyway, to get back to the story, he had this profile, and he's like, read this and tell me what you think of it. So I'm reading it, and I'm in the first line, and I'm like, dude, who's this person you're describing? He's like, well, I'm trying to be more accommodating. You know, I want girls to like me. I'm like, yeah, but what are you looking for? Are you looking to pick somebody up and have a one-night stand? He's like, no, I want a girlfriend. I'm like, well, then you got to be honest. Because you could fool a one-night stand for a one night. But it's hard being someone you're not for a whole lifetime. And I know we all want to impress people. We all want to put our best foot forward. But put your best foot forward. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying don't put somebody else's foot forward. But like I said, with this person, relative to this read, is the fact that this person is trying to, not that they're trying to hide who they really are. I just feel like when they have issues, they're not coming to you with them. They're bottling them up and they're dealing with it themselves. And I feel like it's been causing turmoil between the two of you. And it's going to continue to cause that until this person realizes that they need to be honest. And that's what I do see changing. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.